Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Weatherby, the Associate Dean for the School of Construction here at SAIT, and I just wanted to give you a little bit of an overview of the School of Construction and how the Construction Project Management minor fits into that. So at the School of Construction at SAIT, we pride ourselves in building the world around you. Our students are the shapers and makers that build the systems and structures that sustain the environment where we work and live. Our programs range from apprenticeship and pre-employment for trades and to diploma programs that build skills in construction technologies, an applied degree in geomatics, all the way to a full-on Bachelor of Science degree in construction project management. This construction project management program is the first degree of its kind offered in Canada and was built by industry and for industry. A need for trained management professionals was identified, and SAIT developed this program to build the skills of future leaders in the construction industry. Following the principles of this program, the Construction Project Management minor in the School of Business will teach you the terminology, principles, and practices relevant to the construction industry, how to work with construction drawings to assist you to understand the needs of your stakeholders, cost control as it relates to construction business environment, safety, environment, sustainability practices in construction projects, as well as building code, risk and conflict management, procurement, contracts, logistics, and supply chain management techniques within the construction industry. So I'm here today to introduce to you Kees Cusveller from Graham Construction, and he would like to speak to you about potential careers in construction and how SAIT's Construction Project Management minor can set you up for success in today's construction industry.
So thanks for that, Lisa. So my name is Kees Cusveller. I am with Graham Group. We're a big contractor in Calgary, among other places. And chat a little bit about A, what I've done, and B, what we think the opportunities are in the industry. So a little about me. I went backwards. I took a civil tech, the equivalent of civil tech at NAIT, this is quite a few years ago now, and got a business degree afterwards. And I got a business degree in the mid-'80s. Most people here are probably too young for that. Doug's not, but a few of us that are that age. Calgary and Alberta was in a major recession, not unsimilar to what it is today. And I've seen a lot of people get laid off in the construction industry. And I thought, you know what, I'm in my early 20s. I've done a lot of neat things in the construction industry, but I want to do something different if that ever happens to me. And I was going to take engineering, and I had a boss at the time. He says, why would you take engineering? He says, take something that's different. And I've always been a money guy. And so I took a finance degree, took a University of Alberta commerce degree while I was working, did that part-time. Finished that, liked that so much, and moved to Calgary in the meantime. PCL transferred me, and I thought, you know what, I need an MBA as well while I'm at it, just for something to do. And thinking about this, the time I got my MBA, I also left PCL. I spent there 19 years. I needed a change. I was 40 years old. My wife wouldn't let me get a sports car. I didn't dare ask her about getting a girlfriend, so I got a new job. And then with Graham, thinking about this afterwards, I had a lot more business type jobs than I did construction jobs. I wasn't a project manager anymore. I started with Graham and was asked to look after their Calgary operations, which I did, and took from about a $20 million a year operation to about 275. Well, that has a whole lot of issues related to it, not the least of which is HR and accounts receivable and all the other things that go with it, and managing through that. Again, it was more of I would call that more of a business skill than a construction skill. Similarly, I went to corporate, got into the P3 world. For those that know P3s, it's a different way of procuring projects where you design, build, finance, and maintain assets. Basically, we did a whole whack of schools for the province. We've done a bunch of ring roads, Calgary and Edmonton. We're just starting another one now. So I got involved in that side of it. That's about finance. That has nothing to do, it's construction, sure. But construction is one line in a big spreadsheet. I mean, there's a big factor of that. And once we got those up and running, we had another recession, late 9, 10, 11 type thing. I was asked to go to the States. We have 4 offices in the States, and basically restructured and realigned, and in essence, a turnaround situation of our U.S. operations, which again isn't a construction type trait. It was more of a business background. I've been back in Calgary the last couple of years now, and now I'm involved in our procurement of projects, which is really business development, which is really marketing at the end of the day. So it's so when I think back, I've probably done more of that than anything else. So and I'm still there today, obviously. So About Graham, just briefly, been around for 90 years. We celebrate our 90th this year, 1926. We're about $2 billion a year. Corporate's in Calgary, but we have 13 other offices. We are, as I mentioned, we are in the States. And we're, give or take, 5th or 6th largest contractor in Canada. We've done some neat things. Most people recognize the middle picture. That's Peace Bridge in Calgary, not without its controversy, but we did build that. And for those, any kind of engineering background, it's, that is a single span. It's 320 feet long, and the bridge structure itself is only 12 feet high, and it's not a girder. So it's, for the engineering types, this is a fascinating piece of work. We're currently doing the interchange down Sundance on McLeod Trail. If you're driving 362nd, that's underway. We're just getting started on the new high school in Auburn Bay, or Seton for the Calgary School Board. And the upper left apartment building we just finished this year. So we're one of the big guys in this city as well. So the industry, why would you want to be involved in the construction industry? Most people don't know this, but the industry is one of Canada's largest employers. It employs about the same number of people as oil and gas, about the same number as manufacturing, and about the same number as healthcare. As an industry in the country, there's about 1.4 million employees, give or take. We're about 7% of Canada's GDP. It's a multifaceted industry. It's basically, there's 4 branches to it. The residential, most people know that. Most people live in a house that was built by somebody. Most people have renovated a house or have lived in one that's been renovated. Again, that's part of the residential side of it. The ICI is the commercial stuff. Buildings like this were built by, wasn't built by us, but one of our competitors. That's the stuff you see around. That's the schools, hospitals, office buildings, warehouses. Basically the stuff you don't live in, but everything else. The industrial market is the process side. Syncrude and Suncor are very, they're plants. They're not built because they're beautiful. They're not built because they look good. They're not built to people to live in, but they're built to process oil, or if you're in northern Saskatchewan, uranium, or any of that. So that's what we call the industrial side. And then the engineering side is the infrastructure stuff you don't see, or you do see, but roads, bridges, sewer, water, some of that kind of work. So it's very multifaceted. There's about 350,000 companies in Canada that proclaim to be contractors. 60% of those are micro. And when I say micro, that's less than 5 employees. Only 0.1% are large, and large in construction is considered more than 100 employees. So of the 350,000, there's a very few that are actually big players. And the last slide is kind of interesting. Contractors have the second highest business failure rate. What's first? Any guesses? Restaurants. But so why do businesses fail? Why do construction companies have such a high failure rate? Fail to plan. That's part of it. There's a lack of planning, and I'd put it down to a lack of business skills. Just because you're a very good plumber doesn't make you a good businessman, and that's what happens. And when 60% of companies are micro, having less than 5 employees, you've got guys and girls that are very good plumbers, electricians, whatever they are, renovators. They go out on their own. Well, then the idea of getting paid and business acumen and how you finance startups and all the other things that go with it is completely foreign to most of them. And a lot of them fail. You might be the best electrician in the world, but it doesn't make you a good electrical contractor. So, and it's a problem we have because there's a stigma associated with that as well. There's a stigma that construction is a bad industry because A, it's hard work and dirty, and B, it's people go broke doing it. So what's the opportunity in that? If you were to take a construction minor, we all know contractors. Whether you like it or not, or whether you believe it or not, everybody here knows somebody that's in construction, or that runs a small, whether it's a welding shop or an electrical shop, or just a renovation type shop, whether it's residential or other ones. We're around construction all the time. If you're driving to work and there's detours, that's because there's construction going on. There's sidewalks hoarded off downtown, there's construction going on. There's buildings you can't access. Whatever. We see it all the time. Most construction companies need a lot of help. The big guys have kind of got it figured out. I mean, companies like ours and our size, we have accounting staff and we have finance staff and we have HR manuals and we kind of get it. But even then, we still need people in all those areas. We have, in corporate in Calgary, we have 50 finance and accounting people. I can't believe it, but we do. But when you're processing 20,000 pieces of paper a week, and you run through $2 billion a year, I guess it makes sense. And when we hire people in those categories, we like people that understand construction a little bit. It's not that we're not just paper pushers. It drives me crazy. We have IT guys have no idea what we do as a business, but they know how to fix a computer. But the core business evades them. But the bigger opportunities is that most contractors don't understand the business side of the business, and it's a fundamental problem out there, and that leaves opportunities for people like you. Whether you work for a big accounting firm or a business management firm or a contractor themselves, having that ability to work with others and to work and help others be better at business is a huge skill set. And you can't do it without at least knowing some of the terminology. It's pretty easy to say, well, it's just accounting. It's not just accounting. Accounting for a restaurant, I can guarantee you, is different than accounting for a retail store and different than accounting for a construction company. And at the end of the day, 1 + 1 still equals 2, and I get that, and debits equal credits, and I get all of that. So I took finance, I know accounting as well. But it's the business side of that equation that a lot of people don't get or don't understand and don't know. So for you, it's business knowledge. Obviously, you're taking a business degree. I would hope that at the end of 4 years, you know something about business, whether it's accounting, finance, HR, or one of the other disciplines here. And having some construction management knowledge. If you want to be involved in either with a contractor or with people that help contractors or work with contractor, it's pretty good knowledge. And at the end of the day, that makes you a pretty valuable employee. Thank you.